everyone, please welcome my amazing kids, Aden and Ariah!
From a reality TV show to a real-life love story, Tamera Mowry-Housley and Adam Housley embody the perfect example of true love. With 13 years of shared experiences, laughter, and joy, this couple has grown together through everything life has presented. And the greatest blessings of their union? Their adorable mini-me's, Aden and Ariah. And they are very gorgeous. So, come with us as we reminisce on their love story and the beautiful growth of their children. A love story. Love has a way of hitting us when and where we least expect it. It can track you on a random walk to the park, at a coffee shop, or even on a reality TV set. For Tamera Mowry-Housley, love found her in the most unexpected place, and she never would have thought it possible, even in her dreams. Growing up as one of the identical twin sisters from the set of the 90s comedy show Sister, Sister, Tamera has never had a private life. She and her twin sister Tia have been in front of the camera since they knew how to act, entertaining viewers with their sense of humor and great on-screen synergy. At a stage in her life, Tamera came across Adam Housley, an incredibly attractive and charming Fox News correspondent. Their first meeting may have been a small incidental interaction, but that was enough to start the fire of love that would last for several years. As the relationship got serious, they spent hours and hours talking to each other, laughing at each other's jokes, and just getting to know themselves better. Vacations and romantic dinners were not left out of the equation, as they were both head over heels in love with each other. Soon enough, they decided it was finally time to seal the holy knot. On the 15th of March, 2011, Tamera and Adam said yes at their beautiful outdoor wedding in California Napa Valley. The grapes and the trees were breathtaking, and you could just feel the atmosphere of love. Tamera and Adam remained lovebirds, and soon enough, they welcomed two beautiful children into their family. Aiden, their wise and energetic boy, born on the 12th of November, 2012, and Ariah, their sweet girl born on the 1st of July, 2015. Together, they learned what it meant to be an actual parent and were soon creating unforgettable memories. But have you ever wondered what sparked the connection between Aiden and Ariah's parents? What were their individual lives like before they began to learn the ropes of parenthood and even before they met? All right then, hang on, and let us go back in time. Till forever.
He was my economics professor at Pepperdine University. You know Dr. Robert Sexton.
Tamera Darvette Mowry was born on July 6, 1978, at Gelnhausen in West Germany, to Darlene Renee Mowry, née Flowers, and Timothy John Mowry. Let's just say they never expected the bundle of energies they had given birth to because Tamera had a twin sister. Her father, Timothy, was a custody officer with the City of Glendale Police Department, and her mother, Darlene, managed her children when they eventually got into the entertainment industry. It is important to note that Tamera was not alone in all these. She had her two younger brothers, Tavier Mowry and Taj. Tamera's entry to stardom was quite a story because it looked like she had been dreaming of it her whole life. By the time she and her sister were 12 years old, they had started getting acting gigs, and soon enough, they tried convincing their mother to move to California so they could continue filming in Hollywood. It was hard trying to convince her, but they moved because the twins had to secure an acting role within the first month of their stay. The game was on, and the twins, determined to make their stay in California permanent, got their gigs, and soon enough, you could see them on every commercial break. School was not left behind for them in all of this. And guess what? It was at school that Tamera met the love of her life, Adam Housley. But first, who is Adam Housley? Stay tuned and let us walk through this story together. Before becoming a Fox News correspondent and known as Tamera's husband, Adam worked as a journalist for 17 years, from 2001, when he served as a correspondent and reported on major events and news stories from around the world, until 2018. It was a normal day for him as he visited his economics teacher, Dr. Robert Sexton, at Pepperdine University. During the conversation, Adam felt the urge to look at photographs of his professor's favorite students. One face caught his eye as he went through the photos: Tamera's beautiful, bright smile. Despite never watching Tamera's television show, Sister Sister, something about her caught Adam's eye. He once questioned Dr. Sexton, and the professor answered that Tamera was a twin and Tia was a student at Pepperdine University. Adam could not get his mind off her all at once, so he asked Dr. Sexton if he could meet Tamera. The professor laughed and nodded before Adam took out the picture. "Which one did you choose?" "I think she's the single one," the doctor said, pointing at Tamera's picture. On the other hand, Tamera was much more bothered about her career, seeing that she had dreamed of becoming a prominent actress. So, when Dr. Sexton introduced her to Adam, she couldn't quite believe it. But she also didn't say no. Her reasons were clear. She didn't want to seek a boyfriend because she wanted to be involved in her studies. When she eventually met Adam, she just gave him her email address, and he wrote to her. Tamera must have been impressed with Adam's words because they eventually decided to meet. However, meeting each other did not go exactly as planned, as he knocked over a glass of water because of his nerves. Soon they got talking, and you could feel their chemistry. They talked and giggled at each other's jokes. Tamera, too, was smitten. For the first time, she seriously felt she wanted to be with this person. The two remained lovers, but as expected, they encountered challenges that ranged from racism and even hate speech on the internet. Suddenly, on a trip they both took to Venice, Adam had this impulsive feeling and just proposed to Tamera. Their wedding was just as special as the day he proposed to her. Tamera was married in a beautiful Carolina Herrera wedding dress, with gorgeous hair and light makeup. Young Adam wore a black suit, his eyes glittering with joyful anticipation of his bride. Their love story was perfectly described during the groom's speech, and as the two exchanged vows, the floral garden and a beautiful vineyard complemented the event's romantic feel. Before the wedding, Tamera had told people how excited she was about having an outdoor wedding with flowers. "I've always wanted an outdoor wedding with lots of flowers. I feel so lucky to have this beautiful day marrying my best friend." Following their marriage, the couple successfully spent years together. During an interview with Live Now from Fox, Tamera revealed that the keys to a happy marriage are simple: intimacy, trust, and openness to meet the other partner as they change over time. As they marked their 13th year together in May 2004, Adam took to Instagram to express his happiness and appreciation for his wife. "Tamera, I love you every minute of every day, even when you leave the cabinets open and the water running." Yeah, there is a man who, despite all the flaws, appreciated his lovely wife, and together, they have been blessed with 2 beautiful kids. Tamera and Adam are living proof that if 2 people are willing to work together in a marriage, they will pull through any issue they face. Now, let us look at the adorable lives of the Housley kids. The Housley kids, Aden Housley. As the days turned into weeks, Tamera Mowry-Housley was thrilled. She was more than ready for her baby boy's arrival. Throughout her pregnancy, she had blogged about her journey in detail. While waiting for her little one, she could not help but feel anticipation. She was an assertive lady who loved to be in charge of everything, but her pregnancy had humbled her, reducing her to a baby boy's puppet master. Inadvertently, Tamera had learned to wait for her baby to arrive, specifically when God came through. It hurt her most of the time, but she understood it was not an adventure if everything was perfect. Little did she know her wait was finally over. Tamera Mowry-Housley and her husband, Adam Housley, finally got who they were expecting, their first child. On November 12th, their wait was finally over when Tamera delivered a baby boy, Aiden John Tanner Housley, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. Aiden came 2 weeks behind the due date, weighing 9 pounds and 5 ounces and measuring 21.5 inches in length. Tamera, who was only 34 at the time, looked extremely gorgeous and happy. Adam and I feel very blessed to be finally holding our son. He is a beautiful miracle, and our hearts are overflowing with love. Thank you to everyone for your love and support. It means so much to our family. She relished the experience. As Aiden grew, his parents couldn't help but notice he had developed a personality that was quite distinct. His father, who had carefully chosen names for his son, offered him 2 middle names. The A was for the name Adam and the T for Tamera and John, which were taken from the middle names of both his grandfathers. When Aiden opened his mouth to speak, everyone knew he would be a very verbal child. To be more precise, he uttered the word mama before dada, and when he was 20 months old, he could babble quite fluently. Even his parents, who listened to him enthusiastically, were quite engaged. Tamera jokingly remarked that it did not come as a surprise given their careers. Having a mother as a talk show host and a father as a news correspondent, that boy can talk. Aiden would surely be a self-assured social youngster, and his parents couldn't wait to see what kind of life their little boy would have. In the following years, Aiden became a bright and curious young boy. But in 2015, his parents welcomed their baby girl, whom they named Ariah. Initially, there was quite a lot of strain since Aiden did not know how to relate to the new addition to the family. It was new to him, letting his little sister have the attention that always followed him. However, after some time, Aiden warmed up to Ariah just like any other sibling would. Tamera and Adam were so happy when they realized their son had grown out of jealousy and still loved his sister. "He's an amazing help," Tamera said, as Aiden, who was just 3 years old, proved to be such a great big brother to Ariah. Ever since his birth, Aiden has had several memorable moments. One was his first visit to the White House, where he met one of the most iconic women in American history, the former First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama. When Aiden was getting through the corridors of the White House, you could feel his enthusiasm. That was when his mother, Tamera Mowry-Housley, laughed her head off and wondered what happened to her son as he had just so much energy. "I don't know what he had for breakfast that morning," she joked, but it looked like he had an extra dose of sugar. As they moved through the several corridors of the spectacular building, his excitement intensified. He was, after all, going to meet the peerless Michelle Obama. But before it seemed like Aiden would get too carried away, the beautiful Michelle Obama arrived to do her trick. "Aiden, give me a high five," she said. And almost in the blink of an eye, Aiden's positive energy was emphasized with a smile. And of course, he agreed to the former First Lady's request. Tamera couldn't help but feel a sense of pride as they both exchanged a high five. As the years passed after Aiden's unexpected meeting with Michelle Obama, he grew and became an intelligent, inquisitive boy who loved learning and was ready to discover new things. As he entered his preteen years, one thing became increasingly clear: Aiden was a natural athlete. Sports were probably the most important aspect of Aiden's life. He played, practiced, and talked about them in conversations. You could see that Aiden got it from his father, who was a professional baseball player. But that's not the only thing he learned from his father. Adam also made sure to introduce the different skills he learned to his son. And today, Aiden is growing to be such a skilled player. As Aiden grabbed his baseball helmet and ran outside to the field, Tamera couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. She took a picture of her son in action and wrote, "I love seeing how much Aiden adores playing baseball. He's increasingly like his dad, Adam Housley, every day. I'm one proud mama, my little man." That photo expressed joy because Aiden looked so happy playing the game. But sports isn't the only hobby dear Aiden loves. He enjoys cooking as much as his father, Adam. They spend time together making delicious, yummy foods and learning new recipes. Tamera, again, couldn't help but feel a sense of pride as her son put on the mini chef's hat before getting to work. Recording a cute video of Aiden preparing hot dogs in 2021, she stated, "The boy loves to be in the kitchen just like his dad." She affectionately referred to her son as Master Aiden, and it was clear he was well on his way to becoming a skilled young chef. In another post, Tamera said, "My mom taught me how to cook around the same age as my children. Start 'em young." So, we can confidently conclude that some families quietly learn by having their children learn from little Aiden and his mother, and they equally imitate her by making passionate efforts to cook and turn their kids into creative chefs who prepare good foods. But while we have a world full of Aiden, let's look at what his sister Ariah has been up to. Life with Ariah. One of the most exciting news in Tamera Mowry-Housley's life was when she announced that she and her husband, Adam Housley, would become parents for the second time. The Real co-host announced it on her site, and she was thrilled beyond imagination. I have some big news that I've been looking forward to sharing with you, she began before spilling the beans. Adam and I are thrilled to announce what we expect. Ever since the arrival of their baby, Aiden, the couple finally decided it was time to have another baby. Of all the days in the Housley household, no day will be as special and memorable as July 1, 2015, because it was the day they were blessed with their lovely baby girl, Ariah Housley. Of course, big brother Aiden was very happy too, as he had already shot a welcome video for his baby sister. Then came the decision of the names they wanted for their baby girl, which was not a problem for Tamera to decide on, as they both wanted their children's names to start with the same letter, A. So how did they come about the name Ariah? It happened that the inspiration for their daughter's name came when they came across a shop named Ariah before they got married. Tamera described the incident later on her website. I stopped and immediately told him I loved the name and wanted that to be my future daughter's name. It was and is such a beautiful name. However, Tamera had one slight modification in mind. She wanted to phonetically change the spelling of Ariah's name so people would never be confused with how the name was pronounced. As Tamera Mowry-Housley and her husband Adam Housley welcomed their baby girl into the world, they knew they had found the perfect name for her, Ariah Housley. However, they could not foresee just how personal and important that name would become. The name Talea, according to Tamera, was one she had liked for some time now. It would be the name of a character in a friend's future book about her. And yet, the joining of Ariah and Talea made the name special. When Tamera and Adam find out about the background and symbolism of the names, let's just say they are surprised. Ariah means Lion of God, and Talea means one who resembles the morning dew of heaven. So you can imagine how happy they were when they found they had chosen a perfect name for their baby girl, as if destiny had specifically chosen those names for them. Now, here's one fun fact. Even at birth, it was evident that Ariah Housley was the spitting image of her mother. Ariah looked like her mother when she was only 8 weeks old, so much that Tamera couldn't help but gush over it in her interview with People. She looks so much like me as a baby. It's scary, Tamera exclaimed. She has my eyes and my cheeks. I had droopy little cheeks. Every day, as Ariah grew, she started developing her little personality, and gradually, the resemblance between her and her mother became more than just a physical resemblance. According to People, Tamera confessed that Ariah was as calm as she was. She's a mellow baby, she said. Another highlight in the relationship of energies in the Housley household was also rather striking. Her then 2.5-year-old son, Aiden, was as energetic as his father, and Ariah, being like her mother, seemed to balance the family. But that's not the only joy Ariah has brought into the family. The feeling that comes with seeing her daughter smile is unexplainable. And what is behind her pleasant-looking smile? It's the simplest of things, seeing her mom early in the morning. When Tamera relates this scene, anyone can see the happiness of being a mother. Tamera Mowry-Housley recently took to Twitter and Instagram to write a sweet note about Ariah on the little girl's 7th birthday. Tamera chose sweetness and romance in words to describe Ariah as kindness and empathy personified. All those words that Tamera said were a perfect echo of Ariah's unique character. If sunshine were a person, it would be you, she wrote. Ariah's presence always seems to bring laughter, life, and light, and significantly, it captures Ariah's humor and love for others, which anyone can attest to, especially her mother. As a proud mother, Tamera Mowry-Housley enjoys speaking of her daughter, Ariah, and all the awesome things she does, including her kind and compassionate heart. In early 2022, she discussed with People how Ariah helped care for her younger cousin Cairo, Tia Mowry's son. Tamera mentioned that according to her zodiac sign, Ariah, who is a real Cancer, has an innate desire to nurture. She will just literally take care of Cairo, and they will go off in a corner and have fun, Tamera said about how Ariah and Cairo played, while Cree and Aiden, the older siblings, did their own thing. Tamera could not be more proud of Ariah. She had seen her daughter grow with such important life skills at a tender age. However, Tamera is also cognizant of the impact of representation on her daughter's self-esteem. Later, in March of 2024, Tamera expanded on that point to people stating how important it was for Ariah to see her gorgeous brown skin reflect the beauty portrayed in the media. Tamera's experience as a young girl from Hollywood was that it was almost impossible to find her face or someone with her color on the covers of magazines, such as Teen and 17. Tamera explained her opinion further, stating that representation is important because seeing yourself or someone else who may look like you is beyond powerful. In light of the birth of her kids, Tamera has been quite open about how depression affected her at 19 years, and how she was always scared postpartum depression would affect her after the birth of her children. In explaining how she overcame it, she mentioned that conversations with her family members and receiving all the assistance she required were beneficial in coping with it. Tamera Mowry-Housley remains very open about her opinions on parenting and has encouraged people to teach their children to be exactly who they are and do whatever suits their family. She humorously says, "You are a perfect parent until you are one." Tamera also emphasizes that every family is different, and that parents should try their best for their kids with love as much as possible. If they ever aim to be like other families, they should try to be themselves as much as possible. Looking back on her parenting experience, Tamera noted that one of her worst errors was assuming she knew everything before having children. This led her to change from being strict and rigid with her kids to becoming more flexible to accommodate all the changes they would bring along as they grew. However, this is not the only virtue they uphold as parents, as the Housley household has agreed on co-parenting their children and teamwork as parents. They do not give themselves time to say, "Wait until the other parent comes home." Instead, they work as a team and solve the situation. Even if sometimes each parent has a different approach to raising children, with understanding the value of listening to each other and accommodating a common solution, Tamera admits they can overcome any problem. To wrap it up, Tamera hasn't failed to admit that she feels apprehensive about raising teenagers. From her stories as a teenager, she believes she knew everything about life. But in the real sense, she knew nothing. She hopes that when that time comes, she will be ready for the battle of the mind. Like many parents, Tamera Mowry-Housley and Adam Housley have found that being a parent means that your love story is still being written, and love is a process of everyday commitment and learning for the rest of their lives. With Aden and Ariah getting older, they are content with the memories they would keep building with their children. What are your thoughts on the Housley household? Feel free to share your views in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Before you go, explore the other videos displayed on your screen.